Well, welcome to Live Today. I'm excited to have Bryan Evans join me today. Bryan is with Awesome Marriage. He is our social media coordinator. He's a great guy. And Bryan, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
That's right. Just got started, tell quickly a little bit about your family, marriage, and kids, and all that kind of stuff.
Well, the quick rundown: I've been married for almost 12 years now. June will be 12 years. We have two daughters. One just turned 1 year old. One's about to turn 9, so a little bit of a gap there. But yes, it's just we both serve at our church heavily. My wife, she works at a distribution center here in town in accounts receivable. Working with a lot of money, that's one thing I'm not great at. So I'll let her have that.
But she's got that one. Well, you're in Georgia, is that right?
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
Very southeastern tip of Georgia, just about.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So you do work from home. Obviously, you work with Awesome Marriage, your church, all those kind of things. So I thought it'd be good just to talk a little bit about working from home. So many people are doing that right now. So many people. I hear a lot of things. Some people are doing it well. Some people struggle with it. Some people just aren't doing it very well. So what do you think from your perspective are some of the challenges that you see because you work from home, because you do that most of the time?
Well, one of the first big challenges I noticed, because I came from working in a warehouse for 13 years to where all of a sudden working at home, going from working with people and around people and just losing that social aspect is really the biggest challenge for me. Because generally I'm just here by myself for most of the day. And so you kind of lose that aspect of it. Another one is, since you are home, then as you're walking through your house, you may notice these little chores you haven't quite done yet, and you're tempted to jump on those right away. But if you have something pressing, you have to make sure you stay focused on what you're doing for your job.
Yeah, that makes sense for sure. So anything that has helped with the people thing, I mean, obviously you connect with the rest of our team, but it's virtual. It's not face-to-face with people.
Right. And thankfully, with another job at our church, we do have regular meetings, things like that. So I am able to engage with people, which with church is a huge help with that, our small groups, that sort of thing. So there's a social aspect of it. It's just a little more limited than what I was used to before.
Yeah, and I think just by what you had and what you're saying now, I mean, you know that those opportunities you have now are really important for you because you're a very personal person, you're relational, and so you got to have that. You got to have that part of your life.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. I think that's a good point you said too about focus. I mean, I think that's sometimes hard because, sometimes people see you at home and they don't really think of you working, or that like you said, sometimes you get distracted. And so it's important to keep that focus on what you're doing when you're doing it.
And there's nothing like sitting here trying to work and the doorbell rings, postman dropping off a package, or somebody sees your vehicle, wants to stop by and say, hey, and focus is a huge challenge sometimes, especially certain days.
Yeah, I bet. Anything that has helped you deal with those in a better way, or do you feel like what helps you focus? Anything that really works you could pass on?
Well, the biggest thing is just being more intentional about how I plan my day, my productivity. I have a little whiteboard. I keep up with all my tasks I have going on. I have an app on my phone. I keep up with it. Todoist is amazing. And those kind of help me stay on track as far as the tasks go. But then I also plan in little mini breaks here and there too. If I do see a few dishes in the sink, I have time to wash the dishes. They're out of mind, out of sight, out of mind, so I can get back into work and do what I need to do.
Yeah, that's really good too. So just finding that balance in it. So, okay, working at home, how do you unplug from work when it's time to switch to family home, since you're there most of the time?
That's one of the challenges that we run into early on, because since I do work at home, my work is always right here. So it's tempting to, I forgot to do this. Let me jump back over here real quick and get it done. But we pretty much come up with a rule where after actually Tiffany gets home at 5:30. Once she gets home around 5:30, no more work for the day. My work is done. If I'm not done, it'll be there tomorrow. So that's kind of just setting those guardrails, those boundaries for myself, just to make sure I'm not missing on family time because I'm in work mode still.
Yeah.
And be able to just break away from that and to be with my family and enjoy them.
So does Ashley help you think of that?
She does. She reminds me if I'm still working when she gets here. She'll say, "What time is it?" I'm done.
Very
I'm done.
nicely, subtly. Yeah, right.
In a very loving kind of way, but she does remind me.
That's good. I just thought that would be a yes. I get the same thing. So I know the days I'm working from home, it's kind of like Nancy will stand in the door of my office and I'll think, oh, it must be time to make that transfer. Yeah. So with Ashley, how do you guys support each other in your individual workloads, both in the house and out of the house? How does that work for you guys?
Well, for us, really, her job, thankfully, is one that she doesn't have to bring home with her. Her job is there. Like she does her job at work and it stays at work. But we typically 2 or 3 days a week, we'll have little mini lunch dates. She works like 5 minutes from home. So she'll come home for lunch
That's
and
nice.
we'll sit on the couch together, talk about our day. If she has any stresses throughout the day, she'll go and get those off her chest. So she's not dealing with it all day long. And then if I'm stressed about something, I'll share it with her and that's kind of the biggest way you support each other, I guess, emotionally and mentally throughout the day.
Yeah, that helps a lot. And to know that you're not working against each other, you're working for each other in that and supporting each other in that. That's really good. So kind of as we wrap up, Awesome Marriage and kind of what you do here and what you're enjoying the most right now. First of year, because I think all of it, everybody at Awesome Marriage, we give a lot of leeway and part of each one of you picked an area to grow in and try to work on. And so what are you enjoying most right now with Awesome Marriage?
I really love our new YouTube shorts we've been putting out. I think it's great content, great tips and advice and little short minute or less segments. So you can watch it while you're sitting waiting for your food at the restaurant or right down the road, listening to it. Don't watch it, but listening to it right down the road.
Yes.
So it's just great little bite-sized nuggets you can get throughout the day. And I love like being a part of that and enjoying myself.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, I think just filmed the ones for March and they're all on 6, so people should enjoy that.
Everybody always loves those.
It's like the buzzword, and we all want to see what's there. Well, Bryan, it's a joy to have you at Awesome Marriage. Thanks for joining me this morning, and thanks for all that you do.
I've enjoyed it. Thank you for having me.
You bet.